Queen Elizabeth II, who passed away on September 8, 2022, at the age of 96, was the longest reigning monarch in British history and a beloved figure to millions of people around the world. During her remarkable reign of over 70 years, she devoted her life to the service of her country and the Commonwealth, and performed many good deeds that improved the lives of the vulnerable, the downtrodden, and the oppressed. She also transformed and modernized the monarchy, making it more relevant and accessible to the changing times and society. In this essay, we will explore some of the most notable achievements and contributions of Queen Elizabeth II, and how she left behind a legacy of kindness, dignity, and duty. One of the most significant achievements of Queen Elizabeth II was the stability and continuity she brought to the monarchy and the nation. She ascended to the throne in 1952, at a time when Britain was recovering from the devastation of World War II and facing many social and economic challenges. She also witnessed many historical events and changes, such as the Cold War, the decolonization of the British Empire, the rise and fall of communism, the emergence of globalization and multiculturalism, the advancement of science and technology, and the threats of terrorism and climate change. Through it all, she remained a steady and reassuring presence for her people, providing a sense of unity and identity. She also upheld the constitutional role of the monarch as a symbol of national sovereignty and a source of impartial advice for the government. She respected the democratic process and never interfered in political matters, but used her influence to promote peace, cooperation, and goodwill among nations. Another major achievement of Queen Elizabeth II was her transformation of the Commonwealth into a voluntary association of independent and diverse countries that share common values and interests. The Commonwealth is a unique organization that comprises 54 member states with a combined population of 2.4 billion people, spanning all continents and cultures. It originated from the British Empire, which began to dissolve after World War II as many colonies gained their independence. Queen Elizabeth II played a crucial role in facilitating this transition and maintaining friendly relations with the former colonies. She was wise enough to see the flow of history and did not oppose their quest for freedom and national identity. Instead, she supported their aspirations and recognized their contributions to the Commonwealth. She also encouraged cooperation and dialogue among the member states on various issues such as democracy, human rights, trade, education, health, environment, and security. She visited almost every Commonwealth country during her reign, often as the first British monarch to do so, and showed genuine interest and respect for their cultures and traditions. She also hosted many Commonwealth heads of government meetings, CHOM, and Commonwealth Games, which fostered friendship and solidarity among the people. A third major achievement of Queen Elizabeth II was her modernization of the monarchy and its adaptation to the changing society and media. She realized that in order to remain relevant and popular, the monarchy had to be more open and transparent to the public. She introduced many reforms and innovations that made the royal family more accessible and relatable to the people. For example, she allowed television cameras to broadcast her coronation in 1953, which was watched by millions of viewers around the world. She also allowed cameras to film her family's private life in a documentary in 1969, which gave an unprecedented glimpse into their daily activities. She also embraced new technologies such as radio, internet, social media, and video calls to communicate with her subjects and fans. She also reduced some of the formalities and protocols that surrounded the royal family, such as abolishing the presentation of débutantes at court in 1958. She also supported some changes in the succession laws that made them more equitable, such as allowing female heirs to have equal rights to inherit the throne as male heirs. A fourth major achievement of Queen Elizabeth II was her support for various charitable causes and organizations that aimed to improve the lives of people in need. She was a patron or president of over 600 charities throughout her reign, covering a wide range of fields such as health, education, arts, sports, environment, animal welfare, military veterans, children's rights, disability rights, women's rights, racial equality, religious tolerance, disaster relief, poverty alleviation, and more. She also personally donated money or goods to many charities or appeals that she felt strongly about. She also used her influence to raise awareness or funds for many issues that affected people around the world. For example, she helped launch the Queen's Trust in 1977 to support young people in achieving their potential. She helped establish the Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee Trust in 2012 to fight avoidable blindness and empower young leaders. She helped launch the Queen's Commonwealth Canopy in 2015 to conserve forests and biodiversity, and she helped launch the Queen's Green Planet in 2018 to combat climate change and plant trees. She also inspired a culture of philanthropic giving in the UK and passed down this commitment to her descendants in the royal family who have continued her legacy of giving. A fifth major achievement of Queen Elizabeth II was her representation of Britain and the Commonwealth on the global stage and her promotion of international cooperation and goodwill. She was widely respected and admired by world leaders and dignitaries, who often sought her counsel or invited her to their countries. She was the first British monarch to visit China in 1986, the first British monarch to address the United Nations General Assembly in 1957 and 2010, the first British monarch to address the U.S. Congress in 1991, and the first British monarch to visit Ireland since its independence in 2011. She also played a key role in strengthening the ties between Britain and other countries, especially those with historical or cultural links, such as Canada, Australia, New Zealand, India, Pakistan, South Africa, and many others. She also supported many international organizations and initiatives that aimed to foster peace, security, development, and human rights, such as the United Nations, NATO, the European Union, the Commonwealth of Nations, the Commonwealth Foundation, the Commonwealth Secretariat, the Commonwealth of Learning, and more. In conclusion, Queen Elizabeth II was a remarkable leader who dedicated her whole life to the service of her country and the Commonwealth. She performed many good deeds that improved the lives of millions of people around the world. She also transformed and modernized the monarchy, making it more relevant and accessible to the changing times and society. She left behind a legacy of kindness, dignity, and duty that will be remembered for generations to come.